Coming into this season, many local hoop heads had Needham among the top 4 in Division I South, and rightly so. The Rockets featured one of the state's best players and a core group that lost only 4 games last year. So some may have prematurely worried after the Rockets suffered a 25-point home loss in an exclusion game against BC High to open the season, but Needham bounced back with resounding resilience, rattling off 9 straight wins, and they were looking to make it 10 when they welcomed Milton into the A-Gym on Tuesday, January 17th. First quarter, where it's got some back and forth action to start. Brennan Smith takes the feed down low, puts on some post moves there, spinning in, puts it off the glass forward to Milton with some good ball movement. On the other end, though, they get it down low to Eddie Hassel. He goes up and under, finishing with the nice move there. Then a nice press break by the Wildcats. Ends with a tough layup coming up here. Watch him take the feed and strong over Matt McKay. It's a 6-6 game at that point, but the Rockets end the quarter on a 9-0 run. Offensive rebound coming up here by Matt McKay. He stretches, spins for the putback hoop, and then coming up here on the fast break after a Milton missed three-pointer, Thomas Shaughnessy gets the ball, and he's running out on the break. Sends a dime over here, right there to Mike Clem, who goes for the reverse layup. It's 15-6, the Rockets heading into the second. Now, early in that second quarter, that was when Needham really put this game away, thanks in large part to a 19-4 run. Shaughnessy with the offensive board loops around, and he casually nets that three-pointer, which forces a Milton timeout. And then, how about this one? He does one better. Shaughnessy taking his defender to school, puts the moves on, and drains the tray and the foul. It's a 4-point play that puts Needham up 31-10. They go into the halftime leading 34-15, and they're jacked up. Well, we showed you Brennan Smith's offensive moves in the first half. The second half, he's putting his defensive skills on display. Watch him with the block. Absolutely spikes that one. I think he's playing volleyball. And then come the fourth quarter, well, everybody's contributing, especially from downtown. First, Ryan Talkoff hits from 3-land, and then it's Adam Katz who gets the ball here, steps into a three-pointer, and swish. And to cap it all off, you get Max Corin. He assisted on those first 2 you just saw, but sometimes, well, young fella, you just got to shoot your shot. He gets it here and hits from almost the exact same spot the others did. Rockets go on to take this one handily by a final of 68-35. Up next, the big showdown, January 20th in the A-Gym, the battle for first place against Newton North. Well, Needham boys hockey coach Mike Hoban and the Rockets raced out to a 2-0-1 start this season, but unfortunately had dropped 5 of their next 6 games. Refusing to make excuses, though, they moved on to the next task at hand, which was battling Milton on January 18th. The teams came in separated by a game record-wise and ended up in a high-flying contest. To the rink we go. 2 minutes into the first period in this one, Milton wins a faceoff in the Needham defensive zone. Puck gets through the crease there, and it's tipped home by Nolan McManus, slipping it by Dylan Jones, giving the Wildcats the early advantage. Later in the period, the Rockets on the power play. Milton, though, coming up with a shorthanded opportunity. Jones is there, to kick aside the shot. But on the same power play, Milton, their own Tommy Noonan, blocks a shot, and he races the other way, catches Jones off guard right there with a quick snapshot. The Rockets now trail 2-0. The end of the period, it's a golden opportunity coming up here for the Rockets. They're skating it in, Danny Jacobs with his brother Seth. They get a loose puck out in front of the net, but unfortunately cannot jam it home a couple times, so we go into the second 2-0 still. The Rockets, they get a goal back going in the middle period, thanks to Seth Jacobs racing in. He sneaks it 5-hole. It's a 1-goal game, so as we go to the third, and 1:24 into the third, this is where it gets fun. The Rockets on the penalty kill. They get a short-handed rush coming up. It's going to go to James Kincannon, and he gets one off from the right slot, beating Mark Ware and knotting this game at 2. But a mere 20 seconds later, Milton comes back the other way. It's Paul Halloran sending a rip right by Jones, and just like that, wouldn't you know it, the Wildcats are back on top 3-2. Still within the first 5 minutes, though, of the period. Needham battling along the boards in the offensive zone, and they put it on net. Good things happen when you do that. It's Kincannon again batting in the rebound. He ties it up once more. Now, just 30 seconds later from that goal, David Jacobs picks up the puck in the neutral zone, creates an angle, and goes far post. Needham is got a 4-3 lead. The craziness is just beginning. About 7 minutes left to play. Just to put the cherry on top of this one, they eventually corral the puck near the blue line. They'll send it on net. Another rebound is going to come out, and this time it's Danny McAvoy banging it home for the Rockets' 5th goal of the night. That'll do it for the scoring and for the game. Rockets win a wild one in this one, 5-3, exploring for 4 goals in that third period. It's their second win in 3 games over the past week, and they'll look to make it 3 out of 4 when they face off against Newton North on Saturday. Well, how was your week? I bet it wasn't as good as this next person. The Make-A-Wish Foundation has a great story to tell as the Celtics signed Needham's Stephen Register, who's 11 years old, to a 1-day contract this past Tuesday. Now, Make-A-Wish of Massachusetts and Rhode Island grants wishes for children with life-threatening illnesses. Stephen has a condition called intractable epilepsy, and Stephen got his own Celtics jersey, his own locker, met a couple players, and a pair of team-issued sneakers, and then he went out on the court and shot some hoops with, of course, his new Celtics teammates. Stephen, you are the man.